Hello everyone, this is me, Shubhangi Kesarwani. So today, let's start with a small thought, okay? When do you feel healthy? When you are not sick, right? But is that really it? What if you are not sick, but you are tired all the time? Or, feeling sad or stressed? Would you still call it healthy? Exactly. The answer is no. Health isn't just about not having a disease, all right? It's about being physically strong, mentally peaceful, and socially connected, and all at the same time. Okay, so today we are going to explore something that really affects every single human being, human health and disease, right? And by the end of this class, you will realize that biology isn't just in books. All right, it's literally inside you or in your body. All right. So, what do you think? What is health? So let's start with the very basics. What exactly is health? Right? According to WHO, which is World Health Organization, okay, where health means a state of a complete physical, mental, and social well-being. Okay, not just the absence of disease, right? So tell me one thing, can a person look healthy but actually not be healthy from inside? Yes, someone you might look, someone might look fit, okay, but could not suffering from stress or anxiety. Okay, so four health actually depends on four main things. What are these? A good balanced diet, clean environment or surrounding, and emotional balance, and supportive relationships. All right, so next time when you say I'm healthy, just check once that if it all four are in the place. Okay, so moving forward, as you can see in the slide I have just discussed, okay, related to your health. Now let's flip it. Okay, now just flip it. What happens when the body isn't working the way it should? That's right, we call it a disease. Okay, so do you know the word disease actually means? So it comes, as you can see in the slide, it comes from dis-ease. Okay, it is a state when your body is not at ease, or you can say it is uncomfortable, not functioning properly, right? So disease, some of the diseases are right there from the birth. We call them congenital, okay, since birth, okay, and some comes later on, like those are acquired. Hmm. and and it does not and it does spread from person to person. Yes, through a mosquito bite. So that makes it a communicable disease. Okay, so disease like diabetes or cancer don't spread, they are non-communicable. See how easy classification can be when you think logically, right? All right, let's meet some of the most famous troublemakers. So these are the infectious disease, the ones which spreads. All right, let's start with typhoid first. Ever heard of it? Yeah. So this disease, which is typhoid, is actually caused by the Salmonella typhi. Okay, and it actually spreads through the contaminated food or water. But when it comes to malaria, the mosquito, the villain, actual villain. Okay, but wait, the mosquito really is the main culprit? Not exactly. Okay, so it's just the delivery guy. The real villain is Plasmodium. Okay, it is a parasite that actually enters your body through your blood and through a with the help of mosquito bite. Okay, and have you ever noticed that the malaria fever comes in cycles? Yeah, so that is happening because the Plasmodium multiplies inside your red blood cells. Okay, and when those cells burst, the fever actually hits. We feel fever. Okay, so then there is a common cold. Everybody knows and everybody must have suffered. Okay, so it is a small but mighty. One sneeze, just one sneeze, and everyone in class is coughing the next day, right? So it is caused by the rhinovirus. All right, so it is caused by the rhinovirus. They spread through the droplets when you sneeze or you talk. Okay, so remember one simple thing: just cover your mouth while sneezing, and which can actually protect your friends, right? So let's take a quick check. So can you guess what happens when we allow stagnant water near our homes? Yes, that's called mosquito breeding. Okay, and caused by which cause malaria and dengue. So you see, our clean surroundings are literally the lifesavers. Okay, and these are the other infectious diseases which are there in this slide. Okay, as you can see in this picture that communicable diseases are there. How diseases are spreading from one person to another person. Okay, so let's move forward. And now let's come to the non-communicable disease. What are these? So these are the diseases which are not caused by any kind of germs or pathogens. Okay, but uh, it is usually happens because of the unhealthy lifestyle we are um, living, and due to the genetic factor as well. And these are the disease which are not spread from one person to another person. All right, so the example could be very famous, which everybody is suffering most of the time, is the diabetes, or you can say cancer and heart diseases. So this is not spreading from one person to another person. Okay, so this is the image you can see: cardiovascular disease, cancer, chronic respiratory diseases, and BP, sugar. So these are not spread through any infections, or you can say any pathogens. Okay, let's move forward. So now let's talk about one of the most serious disease, which is called as AIDS. Okay, you have probably heard about it, but let's understand it clearly, right? So AIDS stand for acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, which is caused by the HIV virus. Okay, so it doesn't kill the person directly, but instead it actually slowly, what they actually do, they slowly destroys your body's immune system. Okay, they actually reduce your immunity. So even a small infection becomes the life threatening in this disease. Okay, and how does it spread? How they are transmitted? Okay, so they are transmitted with the help of unprotected sexual contact, or with the help of infected needles, or by touch. Okay, or by handshake, or by sharing some food. Okay, so if someone has HIV, we must treat them with care and respect, not by fear or judgment. Okay, that's how science meets humanity. Okay, and if we talk about the immune system, so just imagine one thing, uh, inside your body. Imagine one thing, inside your body there is a there are many superheroes army, okay, which are called as your immunity system. All right, so what they do, they actually fights off the bad guys, like viruses, bacteria, or anything foreign, anything. Okay, so whenever a germ actually enters in your body, the body says what? The body says alert, intruder spotted. Okay, so immediately what happens? Soldiers of antibodies are produced to fight in. Okay, so you are just have a look on this slide. What is happening? You are born with some of the protection, that's called innate immunity. Okay, types of immunity you can see, which is called as innate immunity. You are born with it. Okay, and some of the immunity you develop later. Okay, that is called as acquired immunity. Okay, and the coolest part, what is the coolest part? Guess. Okay, your body remembers its enemies. Okay, your body actually remember its enemies. Okay, that's why once you recover from chicken pox, you know rarely get it again. So isn't that amazing for you? Your body has memory. Okay, not just your brain. Okay, so now think of it. So this is the image. Okay, just have a look how it is spreading from one person to another person, which I have already discussed. Okay, let's move forward. Now think, if we can train soldiers before a war, why not train our immunity system before a disease? Okay, so that's exactly what vaccine does. All right, so it gives your body, it gives your body a preview of pathogen. What it means? Okay, I'll tell you. A weak or inactive form. So your immune system learns how to fight with it. All right, so that's how vaccinate, that's why vaccination is so powerful. Okay, it not only protects you, but when someone is around you is vaccinated, the entire community becomes safer. We call it as herd immunity. Okay, as you can see in this slide as well, which is called as herd immunity. Okay, so BCG vaccine for TB, polio drops, hepatitis, hepatitis B, MMR, all are small shield for big protection. All right, so every time you get vaccinated, you are not just protecting yourself, you are protecting others too. Okay, okay, so this is how the vaccine looks like. Okay, and recently we have suffered from COVID-19 also, and here we have developed some COVID-19 vaccines as well. Okay, so let's talk about a very different kind of disease. Okay, which is called as cancer. Okay, unlike infections, unlike infections, this one comes from inside the body. Okay, normally what happens is our cell grows and divide and die in a balanced way. Okay, that is normal, but sometimes what happens is one of the cells says, I don't care about rules. All right, I'll just keep dividing. Okay, so that's how the cancer begins. Okay, so this uncontrolled growth forms a tumor. All right, if it stays, if that stays in one place, it is called as benign tumor. And what happens if it is spreads? It called as malignant, and that's when it becomes very, very dangerous. Okay, so smoking, radiation, viruses, okay, and even genetics also, and a healthy lifestyle, genetics can cause it. Okay, so these are the things. That's how the cancer generally takes place. Okay, but the good news is early detection and a healthy lifestyle can actually prevent in many of the cases. Okay, so every meal, every healthy meal, and every workout, and every non-smoking choice counts more than you think. All right, so it is like that. See in this image how the normal cells are in control form, which is the before one, and what happens when cancer gets when the cells gets uncontrolled. This is called as metastasis. Means how it is spreading from one body part to another body part. Okay, here also you can see in this image how cancer cell is getting malignant and how the normal cell is becoming into the cancer cell. And in the below image you can see the benign tumor is there, and it is a malignant means it is spreading to all the parts of the body. All right, let's move forward. So I think prevention is better than cure. We have heard of this sentence before, right? So what does it mean? Let's be honest. Okay, none of us like medicines or injections, right? None of us. So why do we not just avoid getting sick in the first place? Okay, so health is a daily habit. Okay, that what it means? It means eat right, sleep on time or sleep well, keep your mind calm, or have do exercises, and yes, wash your hands always. Okay, why don't need any fancy routines, just small daily actions: clean surrounding, proper hygiene, staying positive, proper sanitation. That's your real power. Okay, so now think, if your school made you the health head of the day, okay, what are the three rules you would make it for everyone to follow? Okay, so I would love to hear your ideas. Okay, so moving forward, have a look on this slide. This is how you are preventing yourself from getting a disease. Okay, and again, have a look on this slide as well. This is the part of healthy lifestyle, and this is the unhealthy lifestyle we are uh, following usually. Okay, so we should avoid the unhealthy lifestyle. Okay, so at the end I would just like to say that health isn't just your responsibility, it's your superpower. Okay, so today what we have learned that about our health, which is the physical plus mental plus social well-being. Okay, then we learned about disease means the imbalance or the infection. Okay, then we learned about immunity and vaccination. That's how it is protecting us. Then we learned about cancer and lifestyle. Okay, which could be prevented. Okay, and the most importantly, being aware and healthy keeps our society healthy. Okay, I hope you have liked this video. Thank you so much for watching.